Hello there. I'm going to review these two controllers really fast. The Mamba and the Victrix from Xbox. I actually got this one from, if I'm not mistaken, from Temu, and I actually got this one from a friend of mine that actually purchased it. Loves fighting games, so he got this because of that. As you can see, it has the little modules that you could just put in, and it does have Hall effect, and it does have Hall effect triggers, and it feels very premium. This is an expensive controller, and it feels more premium than this one in a way. But just being honest with you, I only got this one because of how pretty it looks. I saw my friend had it, wasn't using it, and I was like, hey, can we trade something? Him being a good friend that he is, he gave me such a good trade that it was just crazy. But this is what my little review is. I really love this controller for like two main reasons. First thing, the Hall effect. It's very good controller, feels amazing, and I don't have to install anything in Windows 11 or have any type of Xbox game bar or anything installed. And I did like that for that reason. I normally download Windows 11 and I'll debloat everything from it. And I normally do this with all my PCs, all my consoles, handhelds, or whatever I've ever had. And unfortunately, if you have a controller that's from Xbox Elite, you're most likely going to need to download a couple of stuff before you can actually use it, or at least customize it the way you want. Most people can just use it outside of the box. I cannot. I need to customize it because I like putting these clickers on the back of the triggers. And I know a lot of people are against that. The thing is that I'm traumatized from the Xbox 2 Elite controller. Constantly doing this would cause it to start floating away and the character would just walk by itself. Maybe now that it has Hall effect, there's no problem with it. But I became so accustomed to using the triggers in the back, or that's not the triggers. I'm sorry. I forgot what these are called. Anyway, I'm not gonna edit this. These little clickers on the back. Can't believe I forgot, and I use them so much. That using it without it is really bad for me. So when I got this, I forgot that I had to install all the stuff that I removed from Windows 11, which was all the Xbox stuff. So I had to forcefully do it. Why? Because I wanted to put these little triggers, these little clickers on the back of the controller. So a lot of people don't use them. I do. I like to click it from the back, and it's perfect. That's the way I like it. What I love about this controller, another thing, is that you can change everything you want from the little screen that it has built in. Now this right now is like, this one is like 2 to 3 times more expensive than this one. This little fella can change all the layouts, the buttons in the from the back or whatever, right in this tiny little screen, which is really amazing. You have to click a button for like 3 seconds, and then you get to enter inside. And here you can change the settings. If you have a console, like an Xbox, PlayStation, you can just put it to console mode. You can put it to PC, and you can put it to Switch mode. And this whole entire faceplate actually does come out with magnets. So you could just click, and you take it out. You could add other little knobs or whatever you want. Not whatever you want, I'm sorry. I think it's just the knobs, as far as I know. It's not touchscreen. It's used with this controller, which would be this. And you could do everything you need to do right on the controller. Here, this is like almost 3 times more expensive than this one. You have to go into Windows 11, and you have to have the Windows, Xbox stuff, installed if you really want to customize it. You can use a controller, you can use the dongle, the Bluetooth dongle. The same thing with this one, the controller Bluetooth dongle. Now you're probably asking yourself, and I think I already said why. Why did I want this one so bad? I'll tell you why. Same reason why I bought the Xbox Elite 2 controller. It looked gorgeous. It just looks so pretty that I was superficial about it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna purchase it because of that. I bought them used, and I was constantly getting problems, even though they would come in almost perfect. But then after a few months, I would get problems with them, and I would have to fix it myself. It was just a pain in the ass. So when I got this one, I was like, wow, it looks so pretty. Now, how they feel, I would say that this one feels like it feels more premium than this one, but not by a lot. You got this little soft cushions here that do help with the grip and stuff. It does feel very premium. It feels good, but there's a problem with this one versus this one. I never had a problem when I was messing with the hair triggers on the back. You see these little hair trigger things? You go like this and you make this, like, you see? It won't go to the, it's like a hair trigger. And this is very good for shooters and online. Then you click it again and it would do the full motion. See? The problem is that when you're playing games that require a lot of speed and accuracy, you might end up hitting this when you're like using it like rigorously. You're trying to like, you know, get out of something or and it ends up clicking and then you change the trigger. This one also has the same function, by the way. You see? And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it actually has 2 of them. Let me see. Let me make sure. I don't want to. You have the one that's full, and then you have a little bit. Let me see. And then you have, yeah, I think you have 2. I'm going to say 2 for now. It could be 3. But my point is that I never accidentally click it, so I never had the problem when playing Elden Ring or any other Souls-like game or fighting game or shooter or whatever. That happened to me where it clicks and all of a sudden now it's a hair trigger. It's, you know, it's not good to have a hair trigger when you're playing games like Elden Ring or Souls-like games. So this one does have the problem in the back and you don't even have to be using the triggers in the back. These little triggers in the back. You don't even have to be using them. You could just accidentally just set it off. And at least for me, that actually happened. So which one's better? It's preference. But in my opinion, I would say that this one's better, but this one looks better and it feels more premium. But when you're playing the video game, they both feel the same. Like, honestly, they both feel premium. There's no problem with them when it comes to that. So what I'm trying to say is you can save money, just buy this one. I'm being honest, like buy this one and you can buy it off of Temu when you get it for a lot cheaper. And there's a lot of other little stuff you can get on Temu, like the Galileo controller for the phones, which is amazing. Very good controller. You try to get it on eBay and it's going to cost you like $20 more. You get it really, really cheap because you're buying it directly from GameSir. That's another review I should have done. I did have the controller, so that's that's something that I just wanted to say. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope that you enjoyed this, and God bless.